penetrate, get into the teeth of the Florida defense, and find someone.
This is Frazier for three, and he knocks it down. Michael.
No second chance opportunities for your opponent.
Knock it down low, and it's mishandled. It's Devin Booker. Hands to Carl White. They work the perimeter. Robert Gilchrist out there as well. Gilchrist in front for three. Hard off the glass. And on the offensive glass.
Sustenance and winning.
Having said that, Ojo goes to the line.
But they're still able to play above the rim with him. He can get them extra.
Ojo and the Noles have a 6-5 lead. Florida goes.
That it's not having to establish position before your opponent leaves the ground, the offensive player leaves the ground. You got to establish position before he begins his upward movement.
Prather scores, and the Gators have the lead, 7-6. They go to full court pressure.
You know, VCU pressed Florida State and got 25 turnovers out of them. That's what you tell your grandkids, right? That was my nickname.
Yeah, exactly. And then they ask you, well, what does that mean? And you got to explain.
Well, Kurtz was a walk-on, but he's a tremendous rebounder for this team. And I'm sure that's why Billy Donovan got him in the game, help out on. But I think that outburst by Billy Donovan is not only emotional, but it certainly was tactical. Because I believe now he expects his team to get the benefit of the doubt as far as contact when they go to the offensive glass as well.
Step back jumper, Wilbekin in and out. Battle on the boards, and the Gators come up with it twice, and a whistle blows, a foul.
Like that, so make sure you get a body on someone, and if you can, ride them.
On most nights, Kurtz has 1 of 2.
The Florida State +5 in free throw makes, and Florida +8 in free throw makes. So those extra points over opponents certainly help in trying to win a ball game.
Slicing inside, but foiled in the attempt. Here comes Kurtz. Heels it down low, and a two-hand slam from Casey Prather. Close to 12,000, depending on the standing room. Both teams at 5-1. Florida State actually 2 points away from being undefeated. They had Michigan beaten up 16. Nice move that time. Michael Ojo.
Yeah, we talked about his improvement right there. Much more confident, fundamentally sound. Turned his shoulder to locate the defense before he made his move.
And that pass picked off, and on the run, crushing one down right-handed. In a zone for the moment. Now back to man. Ojanowski will try the jumper, and he knocks it down, the big man.
To save his best for the best. Career high 10 points against Michigan on the 22nd of this month. The tallest player ever in Florida State history.
Wilbekin lays it in, and they count the bucket. An assist against Jacksonville. And a three-point play cuts the lead to 5. Devin Booker checks back in for Florida State. 6'3", 185 from Anchorage. And hanging in the air and converting was Casey Prather. Down the season. Talked to Leonard before the game. Lenny's. Nice feed to Kurtz, and the layup, William 15. Feed it to Bojanowski and back outside.
Excellent ball movement. Inside out, contract the defense, kick it back outside for open jump shots.
Robert Gilchrist. Kurtz on the run, and that'll be goaltending. Kurtz will be credited with the bucket.
Mentioned before, Florida State very susceptible to pressure as they turn the ball over far too often.
6 turnovers by Florida State. Bojanovski with a putback slam.
Back to paint. They began the game 3 of 12 inside, and now since then they've 4 of 6. And they've been getting high percentage shots just like that. Make it 5 of 7.
Yes. Finney Smith's first bucket of the game. He was 0 for 6 prior to that. Bojanovski again, this time left-handed, and a nice feed inside by Ian Miller. Change of the game.
The young man is 7 feet 3 inches tall. And I don't care what you think of his skills. He's capable of putting the ball in the basket, and at that size, you can't lose him.
That's right. How do you lose a 7-footer? The 3, and it's good. Big bucket by Will you get. That doesn't happen very often.
Extraordinarily important. And you take a look at the shooting percentages. We're not for the free throws. I'm not sure Florida State would be in range right now.
Michael Frazier the second in a triple, and the Gators by 3, so they've hit back-to-back threes. And 1:10 to go in the half.
Now, the one thing, well, I was just going to mention, they haven't been attacking.
Nice feed down low to Young, and then Bojanovski rejects him. Young went back and got it. Patrick Young.
Put the clamps on him.
Bojanovski's made 10 of his last 13 field goal attempts in his last couple of games. Last 3 games. Pull-up jumper. Bojanovski on the outside now, handling the ball. Work it up top. Get it to Bojo. Trying to set himself up. Goes to the left-hand hook, and he knocks that down. But not tonight.
It's been a defensive struggle tonight. And I tell you what, we'll get rid of all of that.
Gators with 15 seconds to shoot. Scotty Wilbekin into the paint. Floater up. No. Tipped in. Ball was on the rim.
It was also only taking 2 shots from the field.
Bojo in the little box. Goes to the little jump hook, and Florida State has tied it again at 40.
In one-on-one situations, and the expectation is they're going to make moves. And both Bojanovski as well as Ojo have come through.
Frazier. He sat down for a good 6 minutes. He's their leading scorer with 14, the big 7-foot 3-inch center. And on the reverse, nice move by Ian Miller.
That's Ian Miller's first field goal. He's the leading scorer for this team.
Well, Florida comes back.
But he is a rebounder, he is a scrapper, he is a hustler. And he shows no capable of doing. And turn a good possession into a turnover.
Florida shooting 36% in the game, yet leads by 3. You get through up an air ball, but it's rebounded by a teammate. Here comes Wilbekin. Feeds to Yeget. He's fouled, and the basket drops. For the Gators. And they convert that. The lead is 6. Biggest lead of the ball game for the Gators. And a timeout called by the Seminoles. This crowd getting into it. Close to 12,000 standing room. A huge weekend in Gainesville. Time running out, long 3. Ojo on the boards.
Oh, my goodness.
Have career highs tonight.
Isn't that something?
Ojo and Bojanovski. Under 8 minutes to go. And the 3. And Michael Frazier, the second, has been on target out there tonight. He's in double figures. Again, the crowd into it. Seminoles need a bucket, and that's an air ball. But off the offensive glass on the weak side. 7 minutes remaining. Prather knocks down a jumper in the paint, and he is the team.
Well, that's Ojo's liability in a tight game situation. You know, you can't touch the ball on the offensive end. He's almost an instant turnover because you can't make the shots.
Knocking down another three.
Shots. Whoa. He'll make you cry.
As a sophomore from Tampa, had 20 points in that loss to Wisconsin. Florida only maintained possession. You get for three. That's well short off the front rim. Here come the Noles.
He doesn't have numbers, but Ian Miller. Whew.
Ian Miller.
They're matching up man and, you know, looking to try to trap or maybe turn.
Oh, an alley-oop, and it's thrown down hard by Casey Prather.
Wojnarowski, here he comes on the high screen and roll.
Florida taking time off. They get it to Frazier, and again, Frazier's on the mark.
Aaron Thomas cannot gamble.
Frazier at 17 now. And the Gators, well, they can't come up with it. And a foul call. Gators have only made 6 as a team.
To be able to identify when you get the defense out of position and find the open man. That's a force. Got away with it.
Casey Prather had 4 for Florida.
He's probably the one guy on this team that can put it on the floor.
Oh, well, we're going to turn it over. Here come the Seminoles, 2-on-1.
Nice job. Excellent move by Aaron Thomas. Michael Snare. Michael Snare had the ability to slash, but he couldn't make a play. He couldn't pass the ball when he drove the defender. He had to go all the way. The other guys were catch and shoot.
So that's a big task for any. Wilbekin has both free throws. 65-61, minute 15 to go. Long three.
Good.
And on the mark. Ian Miller. 1-point gain with a minute to go.
Nothing complex, just a screen down. Miller used it nicely. Footwork was the key, how he got squared up and able to shoot that so quickly.
Wilbekin gives the Prather. They dump it down and again. Brodowski's foul rejected him. Michael Frazier, second back in the game. Wilbekin cuts inside. Shot blocked. Oh! 2 shots blocked and a whistle blows. Prather 6 of 7 tonight, but he missed it. High score for the Gators tonight. Got the second 2-point game. .40 seconds left. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining.
Possession arrow is for the Gators.
See if they'll run it down as far as they can. No, they go inside.
There had to be. Oh, they made the call. Call was made.
Ian Miller. 93. Tries to tie the game up and does it. And trying to force overtime here.
Now this is a lot of time if Florida wants to take the last shot. There's a lot of time to hold on to the ball. I guess Wilbekin's going to sit out there till about 12. That gives them the time to get a shot off and possibly offensive rebound on a miss.
You'll see Jeff Clark, the official, start the 5-second time. And Wilbekin throws a jumper up with 3 seconds left. And a whistle at the buzzer with 1.3 left. 2. Finney-Smith misses. Finney-Smith, the sophomore, for the lead, and he has it. So Devin Booker is the key man. He triggers the pass. Florida State changes up. They go with 4 players in the backcourt here.
Kind of in a box.
Booker runs the baseline. He can do it. He gets it. Miller fires it at the buzzer. Oh, the back rim. What a shot by Ian Miller. He ended up right in the broadcast booth. And Florida survives. But it didn't go. Gators 67, Florida State 66. Coming up next, Feast Week presented by Lowe's continues at the DirecTV Wooden Legacy. San Diego State takes on Creighton. We send you out now to Fullerton, California.